welcome to One Way Football's one-on-one fan reaction Euros edition. Yes, today I'm joined here with a Nottingham Forest fan who's a die-hard Nottingham Forest fan. Tom, how are you, Tom? You all right, mate?
Grand, mate. How are you? What gave it away as a Forest fan?
Huh?
What gave it away as a Forest fan?
Well, I don't know, mate. It's something to do with the top that you're wearing.
Just fancy lying about.
But just before we get into the Euros, actually, Nottingham Forest, they actually struggled a bit, didn't they? The beginning of last season. There was almost that doubt, weren't there, that you were going to get relegated?
It was. The season's just gone. I think it was a backlash on the previous season. I mean, we was doing so well. We was first at one point, and then we dropped, and then we went back up again. And then I think when COVID hit, obviously there was that huge break in between, and then when we come back, we just died off. And the last game of the season, all we had to do was get one goal, and we'd have made the playoffs. And I think it was Swansea got 2 goals or something above us, and then they obviously made the playoffs. And then obviously Lamucci, that was Forest's manager at the time, he just, after the season finished, just bought all these useless players. And then Forest just got rid of him. And then we ended up with Chris Hughton. And fair play to him. I think he's struggled with a team that he don't want. But hopefully this season, he's going to come back massive. Hopefully.
Yeah, do you know what? As much as I like to take the mick out of Nottingham Forest, I'd love to see them back in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Like, up in that top flight again. Yeah.
Well, I obviously don't really remember him being in the Premier League properly, but I'd love to see him back up there.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I. I'm not that old, Tom. I'm not that old. I'm getting there, though, mate. I'm getting there. Right, yeah. So, how are you coping, though, mate? Like I was just saying to you before we started this, like, is work all right? You still working in that? Yeah. Like,
grand. I'm like I said, I'm a truck driver, so I ain't really had a day off. But the only thing that has slacked is the magic side, like doing magic and gigs and weddings and birthdays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
hopefully then, before we finish at the end of this, have you got like something that you can show us?
No.
Brilliant. Right, let's get into it.
I feel like this needs to be played.
It's magic. Brilliant. Yeah, so let's get into it. The Euros, England are through.
Mm-hmm.
What to me though, looking at that game yesterday, I wasn't convinced. I still wasn't convinced.
Not convinced in the slightest. I mean, the first 25, 30 minutes I thought was on fire. I mean, what was it, a minute and a half that Sterling nearly scored, and it just obviously just hit the post. And I'm sick of his back passing. I'm sick to death of seeing his back passing. I just want to see attack.
Yeah, it's one of the things, isn't it? You know, like you see Sterling scores, but at the same time, do you not think he holds on to the ball too long? He wants
massively.
To be, yeah,
there's loads of videos that's been shown where there's been like trying to think like Harry Kane or something, just massively open, and he's there just trying to pass it left, right, and then he just loses it. And he's got players all around him.
Yeah, it's. See, yesterday I was going, it's not coming home. You look at that stuff. Someone did make a funny remark and said that to me. If we play like that, then you know, I know it was Rick. Sorry, Rick turned around. Someone said to Rick, if we play like that, we won't get anywhere. And he just said, well, if we play like that and we win 1-0 every game, we're going to get somewhere, aren't we? But 1-0 isn't. We should be beating these teams like 3-0, 3-1. Do you know what I mean? I know we can. We're really bad. I was saying to Johnny, who was on this fan reaction last week, that we are that England now that we can't say that we're going to keep a clean sheet.
No,
because it's never predictable like that.
No, I mean we have kept a clean sheet. What was it? Past 13 something games? I don't know.
Yeah. But they just don't seem like they're going to.
These goals should be being blasted in. There's so many wasted opportunities, and like I say, all this back passing, it's really grinding you. It grinds you down, and you want to be positive because it's your team, but it just wrecks you, doesn't it?
Who would you like to get in the next round? Obviously, you got I think it's actually between
France.
All of them, innit? Really,
Yeah.
because there's still that what if in it, because we get runners up, don't we? So we get second place. We play second place. And to me, I mean, it could even be Hungary.
See, I was having this discussion with one of the lads at work today, and he was like, "Oh, I wish they had a draw so that we could have had an easier run." And I was reading something that Gary Lineker put on the other day, and he says, "Why are people saying this? You're in it to win, not in it for a draw or a lose, just so you can have a bit of an easier run later on. You're in it to win. And if we get France next and we beat them, and it's just showing this is us, this is England, and this is what we do."
Yeah, massively. But we are like traditional England now, where we get to either the quarters or the semis, and we just let flop, don't we? Yeah. And I can't see us getting past the quarters, to be fair. Not with some chance we get Hungary, but I mean the rest of them teams, they look too good for us.
Not with the performance that we've had. I mean, I know everyone's slagging Harry Kane at the minute, but he has not done nothing throughout this whole competition.
He hasn't.
Not a thing.
He hasn't.
Nothing.
And looking like, you know, the papers and that and on social media, and City have put a bid in for him for 100 million. And when he put in performances like that, I don't even think he's even worth 80.
No chance. 100 million. If they want to pay that for him, and looking at the performance that he's got at the minute.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, Harry Kane is a goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? He does score goals, but you need him to turn up on these big crucial days. Yeah. We can't be going into the next round now and he doing exactly that.
But how many times did you see in the past few games that we've had where he should be in that box and he's miles away from it? When a cross is coming in, he's just nowhere near it.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. I'd give Calvert-Lewin a try.
Definitely, 100 million% I would.
Yeah, put him up front. I mean, even Saka had a good game. Saka's what?
Oh, he was brilliant.
Saka's what, 19? And he's showing up most of them players.
Yeah.
I mean, Henderson came on, but I was like,
why did they take Grealish off for Henderson?
Yeah.
Please tell me that, because I thought Grealish was playing fantastic. And what I love about him, he has zero fear whatsoever. And he'll see 2 or 3 players and he'll rush at them. He won't try and go around them, or he'll go for them. He'll try and fly for them. And I love it.
Yeah. Are you going to say what we're going to get to? Do you reckon we can get past the quarters? I mean, when I was talking to Johnny last time, he was saying that sometimes it's better to get them big games out of the way first.
Definitely. I 100 million% agree. Definitely.
It kind of hurts more when you get to that semis then.
Yeah, but I'll always stay on the positive side, and I'm sick of we'll do it. We'll definitely get past it. That's my way of thinking. Positive thinking, we will get through it.
Yeah. I seen on one of the media sites as well that like a lot of fans, they do like a lot of vlogging at the game. Yeah. And do you know Troops? No. Right, so he's off of Arsenal Fan TV, and he gets kicked out of Wembley for recording.
Why?
For recording.
Why?
So if you go on YouTube and you can find it. I'll leave the link below. But it's basically him and his cameraman, and they apparently you're not allowed to take a camera that's in a different bag. So you can only take one bag with you into Wembley.
Okay.
So they took this bag with them, and then they had obviously their camera bag with them, and then they're filming like bits of the thing. And apparently you can't film anything in Wembley. But I was like, most of them, half of them fans, do you know what I mean? Even them Czech Republic fans, they're going to probably be like recording.
Yeah, every single person's got a camera phone.
That was just really weird. I was like, they're ruining football now. They're ruining football for everyone. It
is, yeah. It's awful. It is. But a couple of players I'd like to talk about. Bellingham, when he came on, I thought he made a bit of a difference, to be honest, and I'm glad that he got given the try as well.
So we were just talking about that yesterday, that he got signed to Dortmund, didn't he? Yeah. He's a young player as well. He's like a good prospect.
17.
Yeah.
17 on the England squad. You were buzzing, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. he does look like a good prospect, I think.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's nice to see that Southgate is giving these younger players a chance.
Yeah.
Because it seems to me like
I think he did give him a chance because we qualified. You know what I mean? So I think he thought, let's just see what they do. And like you say, Saka, man of the match. Bellingham, he come on, and I thought he smashed it to bits. Grealish comes on, and I think he smashed it to bits. Walker also, I think he's like one of the oldest on the team. I thought he had an amazing game, Walker.
Yeah. Well, who else would you put in that team though if you could change it around?
I'd keep Pickford for goalie. Maguire, I think he had an all right game yesterday. I'd keep Maguire on.
I was speaking to a Leeds fan yesterday, and they were saying why Patrick Bamford didn't get a call up.
No idea.
I mean, he's a good player, isn't he? I mean, he's good. He's a goal scorer as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what squad I'd pick. Shaw and Mings on back as well.
Yeah.
I'd keep Bellingham on. I don't think I'd play Rashford. I think I'd keep Rashford away. I think every time he's come on, he's not really done a thing.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the squad now, just so I can remember each player. Phillips, definitely. I'd keep Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips has got a good game, doesn't he? He plays well. But there's just still something that isn't there. There's something that isn't clicking. Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
You look at that team, and we say it every single time that it's England here. It's coming home, best teams since ever, that we've ever had. And I'm like,
it's every year. This is the best team we had since the last World Cup.
And it isn't. It's just the same. It's the same. Sorry, but bullshit.
I mean, what was it the last year? We lost to Iceland, wasn't it? I think it was Iceland.
That was in the Iceland was in the Euros, and then obviously we got kicked out of the World Cup by Croatia.
Yeah. Terrible.
Exactly, but I don't understand why.
But can you remember like the excitement from that game with Croatia?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Trippier scored within the first 10, 15 minutes, and everyone was like, yes, it's it.
That's it, yeah.
Nah.
Just I really don't get it. I can't. This is why I think a lot of people have lost their passion for
massively
international football when it comes to England. Right. Do you know what? If I was a Scottish fan right now, I'd be buzzing. Not because of we got kicked out. I wouldn't be buzzing because of that. I'm saying I'm buzzing because we got into an international tournament.
It's been like 20 years or something like that, isn't it? Last time we qualified.
Yeah, but with us, it's like we're in it like every single time, but it's just like meh.
Yeah. It's like you say, passion's gone, isn't it? It's just flew straight out the window.
When the league's actually on, I actually hate it when they have like an international break for friendlies.
Yeah, I do.
I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. I just get bored.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
But that's what we're missing, though, aren't we? we're missing that passion again.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, yes, okay, we got the win, which was good. 1-0, brilliant. We topped the group, basically. You know what I mean? That's it.
We topped the group with 2 goals.
There you go. But it wasn't by a big margin. Do you know what I mean? We're not going into that next round going, oh mate, we'll absolutely dominate this round of 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what about you? If you was to pick your team right now for England, who would you have?
Cavalier up front, maybe, or I would go with Bamford if I was to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we say it, I would actually keep Sterling on because he does.
I'd keep Sterling on.
But he just needs to stop all this like trying to hog the ball. He needs to stop doing that. You know what I mean? He needs to pass it more.
The good thing with him as well, though, he's rapid. He's absolutely rapid.
Mount, Grealish. brilliant. But like I said before, they are like kind of the same player. So it's like you just swap and change with them. Saka, I think, was brilliant. Rice, touch and go with him sometimes, but he's all right.
Once again, not had the massive opportunity just yet.
No. Dyer, I don't see why we choose Dyer to even come with the squad. I don't even why would you?
It's controversial this side. I wanted Lingard to be with us.
Yeah, I don't see why Lingard didn't get picked. He had a great season at West Ham.
Yeah, well, when he left Man U, didn't he? Went to
that's what I'm saying.
West Ham and he was quality,
and he didn't get picked. I'm just baffled with that. That was Mings was all right. I mean, to be fair though, we haven't conceded many goals. Do you know what I mean? No. So I mean that back four is okay. Do you know what I mean? I think, but we still haven't had a proper test yet.
No, but this is what I'm trying. Like you need. The team needs to be not scared, but to go, right, we need to up our game a bit here. You know what I mean? Instead of just, it's only Scotland or it's only Czech. You know what I mean? Because soon it's going to be France, Germany, Portugal. You need to pull your finger out, lads.
Yeah. If you're going to get past the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, I won't even think about getting into the final anyway. That's gone. That thought's gone out of my head.
Yeah.
And I get, we play all the songs, it's coming home and stuff like that, but winds me up, really winds me up. I think that winds me up more at the start of the game and the build up than it does when we actually get kicked out. Because then I think back over the songs and I go, why did we play that? Why?
When the national anthem comes on, I'll stand up and I'll just sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
And at half time, I rang my mate and I was like, what do you reckon? This is yesterday. I said, what do you reckon? He says, yeah, and because we was winning, I started singing the national anthem. He went, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the words. I went, put the phone down.
I seen you put the words up on Facebook, didn't you? Is that like directed to him? Was it?
No, that was before the match. I texted him. I went, lyrics on my Facebook.
Brilliant. So right back to who you would like to prefer to get in the next round, so like France, Germany, Portugal. I think it'd be the number one would be Hungary for us, wouldn't it? But then again, would you like to just get France? Yeah,
straight out of the way, get them out of the way, definitely.
See, I said France are going to win it. I said they've still got that team that we've seen in the World Cup.
Listen, France. You look at every single one of their players; they're all from the champion, like the top teams of the Champions League. They're all just massive players. And I'd love to see us win. I'd like to just go straight into it, right into the deep end with France. Bang, straight out of the water. And can you imagine the morale that would just bring up?
With teams like that, though, we couldn't do what we do and sit back. We have to keep pressing.
It's all about pulling your finger out and changing things about. It's got to be done.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd love it if we had France. Everyone's saying I'd be shitting it. Nah, go for it.
I think a harder game out that group would be Germany.
They've had a bit of a mad competition so far, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they're not the same team as they were like.
No way,
Joe. 8 years ago.
No way.
But Germany is a bit of a tough one for me. Portugal, probably second easiest. But then when I say easiest though. What's easiest for England at the moment?
Like I said, I think a big team against us put us to the test, and if we do win, morale will just be straight through the roof.
Yeah,
I'd love it.
Yeah,
if we got a top team.
So if we do get France, right? What score are you going for? Be careful now.
I get points if this is on the podcast, like you three.
Listen, if it's correct, I'll give you fucking 1,000 quid.
Okay, I'm going to go for a generous 2-1 England.
2-1 England, yeah. If it was France, and if it was anyone else, just like in general, what are you going for?
What, in the next group?
Mm-hmm. In there around the 16, yeah.
Okay. Portugal, I'd say 2-0. Germany 1-0. Hungary 3-0. See, I'm going for a lot of nils here.
I know, yeah. Is it like you're trying to prove me wrong here and go, yeah, we will keep clean sheets, James.
Listen to me.
Do you know what I mean? We will keep clean sheets and we're going to dominate. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So, I mean, I'm glad Poland's out. I've just watched that game. I'm so glad they're out because that Lewandowski is deadly.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, do you know what? We can keep dreaming. We can keep fighting because that's what we do as English supporters. But you know, I think sometimes we just gotta wish and hope, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, that's all we can do. I mean, coming from an Arsenal supporter, that I've been doing that now for 20 odd years.
You're the professionals at FA Cups, though.
Well, yeah, but there's only so many FA Cups you can win until you want something bigger.
Yeah.
But Tom, we're going to leave it there, mate. But before we leave, you're going to do us a little magic trick.
Great.
So Tom used to actually live over in the Canary Islands with myself, and some other people, and he used to actually go around the bar that we worked in, and he'd do like magic tricks, and they were like, how'd you do that? So I've raised your level quite high now, mate.
Great. I can't wait. I'm just trying to think what I can do that might impress you a little bit on camera. You know,
that was just impressive already. My mind's blown.
So what I'll do, I'll see if I can do this trick. You might remember this one's a very, very old trick, but I'll see if I can do it so much that the camera can see. So 3 cards, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me if you remember this one. Okay, so I'll try and do it so you can see. The top card, we have this card.
This card, yeah.
Okay. We have another this card.
Is that just the same this card?
No.
Oh, okay.
We have that card.
That card, yeah.
Okay. So if I take that card.
That card, yeah.
I'm trying to do it so you, without putting my hands out of the screen, and I put it to the bottom. Where's that card? Top, middle, or bottom?
What, that card?
Yeah.
Bottom.
No, that's this card.
Right, okay.
You know, if you said the top, you'd have been wrong as well because that's this card.
This card, so it's in the middle.
It's got to be in the middle, yeah? But now that's this card.
What?
So where do you think that card is? That card's at the bottom.
What?
But you know, if you said the top, that card's at the top, along with that card that's in the middle. But if I show you each one by one now, so I've got this card here, I've got this card here, and I've got this card here.
Yeah.
If I give you this card,
yeah,
and I give you that card,
yeah,
what card's left?
It's got to be this, isn't it?
No, it's the other one.
Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Tom, thank you for coming on the show, mate. Hopefully we can do another one when the season restarts, and we'll do one about Nottingham. And don't forget to like and subscribe on One Way Football. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to share all the content, and let's get all them likes up. Thank you very much, Tom. Always a pleasure,
quick
mate.
plug for me. If you want to see me, go on Stevo Magic on Facebook. Sam.
Perfect, mate. Perfect. If we can actually get a link for that, if you can send me a link, I'll put it in the description. All right, then. Cheers, Tom. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a bit, mate.
Have a good one.
One Way Football.